Okay, so you've done the practice questions at home, you've done the warm-up questions at home, so we're going to now go through our new maths vocabulary. So as you can see, we've all got some different words now, haven't we? Taking away our addition and subtraction. I've put some different ones up now. Let's have a go then. Bar chart. What's a bar chart? We spoke about it last week. Robin?
It's the bar, and then you put a line, and then another line, and it's part whole.
Not quite, no, that's a Singapore bar. That is, not a bar chart, that's Singapore bar. We're talking about bar chart, something different.
I'm not totally sure how to explain it, but is it like where it's a graph and then you have like bars to show how many things people have?
Yeah, it is exactly it. Yeah, it's a graph that has bars on, isn't it? That shows what the quantity of something is to show for people. Yeah, Lily, you've got it right. That's exactly what a bar chart looks like.
Yeah.
Wonderful stuff, yeah. A line graph. We haven't seen this one before. We're going to do line graphs later this week, but a line graph, similar to a bar chart, but the difference is this time, instead of showing our quantities by having individual bars, it's shown by having a continuous line. A little bit more confusing, a line graph. I'll show you it later this week, though. Compare. What does compare?
I know what it is.
You've seen a line graph before?
Yeah, I have.
Brilliant. You can see them. They're about all the time. A compare then. What does compare mean?
Like if you compare a number to another number?
Yeah, I could compare two different numbers to each other, but I'm talking about on charts and graphs this time. What does that mean on charts and graphs? What am I comparing on a chart and graph? Mubbly? Yeah, it could do some similarities and differences. We could do different numbers still. Okay, wonderful. Altogether, what does altogether mean?
If you had two numbers and then you add them together, that would be all together.
Yeah, everything all together, wouldn't it? Nice. Does it have to just be two numbers though?
No, it could be more than two.
It can be more than two numbers. Fabulous. Greater than. Leo?
Those two numbers, 2 and 3. 3 would be greater than 2.
Yeah, so it's similar to compare, isn't it? We can compare two different numbers and we can see which one's bigger or smaller than the other. Fantastic. Wonderful. And greater than is the one we talk about with the bigger number. Wonderful. What's less than then, please? What's less than? Freya?
Is it, so say if you had 6 and 4,
Yep.
4 would be less than 6.
Yeah, nice. It's the opposite of greater than, isn't it? We're looking at a number that's smaller than our bigger number, the less than. Good. Table.
Is it the inverse?
We could say it's the inverse. Yeah, nice. Table. Table. I'm not talking about what we're currently sat at. I'm not looking at those. I'm talking in a maths. You know what it is, but you don't know how to do it. What would you say it is then, Daisy? Not sure?
Oh,
No.
it's like a bar chart. It's a table, so it's a table that shows something.
Good. Nice explanation. Yeah, it's a table shows us data, or it shows us numbers. It's specific to what we're looking at. And we're going to look at tables a little bit more. I've got some tables coming up later again this week. But yeah, we use it to show data. And our data, when I say data, what do you think I mean by data? Mabley?
Information.
Yeah, information. All it talks about, all data is numbers and quantities. That's all it is. We look at data all the time. We've already done it several times. You just don't know it as data. What's a pictogram? What's a pictogram? Casca?
It's basically just like the bar chart, just it's using pictures.
Yeah,
to
similar
show
to a...
value.
Brilliant, yeah. Similar to a bar chart, but instead we use pictures to show values instead.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's in the name, isn't it? We've got picto, which is short for picture. So we could say it's almost like a pictogram.
I didn't know that.
Awesome. Right, let's have a look. Got some more questions here. So this time, this is my bar chart, isn't it? Right here. And it's got some different things. What 3 different bars have I got? What names of the bars have I got here? What names of the bars have I got? Robin?
Have you got the bar chart?
I have, but I want to know the names of my bars. What are they labelled as?
Over 60.
Yep.
Child and adult.
Good. And what does this bar chart show? What's the title of my bar chart? Daisy?
Number of the tickets that have been sold on Saturday.
Yeah, number of tickets that have been sold on Saturday. And this is for a farm as well. So there's a nice little day farm. Okay. Right, we're going to have a go at answering these questions. We're going to use our skills that we learnt last week. This is the chance for the children that have a go as well. Pause the video and then have a go. Come back and I'll tell you the answers. Okay, let's go through the answers then. Let's have a look. So question 8. How many children visited the farm on Saturday? Mabley?
85.
Yeah. Brilliant, yeah. Nice, yeah, 85 children, yeah, because we can see the blue bar is the child, and we can see it's halfway between 80 and 90, so it must be 85. Cassie, can we please not shout? 85. Good. Next one then, please. How many adults visited the farm? Being specific this time, though, because I'm not just talking about every adult. What adults am I talking about specifically? Freya?
Under 60.
Yeah, adults under 60. So which one am I looking at, Freya? Am I looking at the red or purple?
Red.
Yeah, the red. Why wouldn't it be the purple?
Because that says over 60.
Yeah, because they're adults over 60. So we're looking at adults under 60, so it's the red. What's my answer? Tell me your answer and we can work it out.
80.
I don't think you did because I can see your answer. B.
What to be?
Oh, 55.
55, yeah. We can see it's halfway between 50 and 60, halfway between 55. Trust yourself, Freya. You did get it right. Ellie May, last one. How many adults under and over 60 visited the farm? What have I got to do for this one?
Add them together.
Yeah, which ones am I going to add together? Which bars?
The purple.
The purple one and the... Yeah, I'm going to add the red and purple one together. So I've got to do 55, add... How much was the over 60s?
25.
Yeah, I've got to add 25. What's 5 and 5?
5 and 5 is 10.
10. And 5 and 2. 5 and 2 is 7, add one more, 8. Good girl, yeah. How many people visited who are an adult? How many adults visited the farm for me, please? Daisy?
80.
80 altogether. Nice. Those children did a challenge for me as well. How many people altogether visited the farm? Casca?
165.
165, yeah, we've got to add them all together. 165. Good maths. Nice stuff, everyone. So listening and focusing, because this today is going to get a little bit more difficult than it was last week. Because last week we focused on our whole circle and we focused on our half circle. So we already know that pictograms can have a whole circle and a half circle to represent a quantity or a number. But that's not the only ones it can have. Because it can also have, some pictograms can also have quarters and 3/4 circles that also represent numbers as well. So let's answer these then, because I want to know if a whole circle equals 8, so a whole circle equals 8, what do you think a half, quarter and 3/4 circle would represent? Well, let's start with the half to start with. If a whole circle is 8, what's half a circle? What's half of 8? 8 divided by 2, or 2 times something equals 8. Daisy? 4. Wonderful. Well, let's have a look at this again. Because 1/4 is also...
3.
Not 3.
No.
1/4 is half of a half. So what's half of 4? Is all I'm asking. 2. Well, if I know what a half a circle equals, if I know what a quarter circle equals, well, I can just add those two together and I'll get what a 3/4 circle equals. So I would have to do 4 add 2, well, 6. So a 3/4 circle would equal 6. Was that hard?
No.
Was that pretty simple? Wasn't it? It was pretty simple, wasn't it? So we know that a whole circle equals 8, which means a half equals 4.
Which means a quarter is a half of a half.
Yep.
Which is
2.
And then 3/4 is 4 and 2.
Yeah, because we know that 3/4 is just a half a circle and a quarter. Yeah, or just answers. Nice.
4, 6, 8.
Good maths, girls. Nice stuff. From backwards to forward. Well, sometimes we don't have our charts and tables don't always add up to nice easy numbers either. Sometimes they can be quite hard. So for example here, charts and tables can come in many different forms. The numbers and quantities within them can also be very different. So a whole circle on my last one equaled what? 8. But this one's different because a whole ticket this time equals 12. Okay. So my challenge to you is, if one whole ticket is 12, what's a half ticket?
6.
Good boy, Jacob. It means a half ticket equals 6. Because 6 divided by 2 equals 12. Or 2 times 6 equals 12. Nice.
So it's still the 2 times 2.
Still similar to the 2s, looking at the 3s as well. Well, this time we're going to work this out. Because this is relating to my farm, so the question we had earlier. We're going to have a look again. This time we're looking at a different weekend and we've used a pictogram. I want you to answer this question for me. How many over 60s visited the farm? How many over 60s visited the farm? And remember, how much is a ticket? How much is one ticket? 12. So let's fill in these gaps. So one whole ticket is 12. So what am I going to write in this box? 12. Add
12. Add 6. I know what it is. Yeah, it's
Write it down on your whiteboards.
whiteboards.
Yeah, you should still have your whiteboards. I didn't ask you to put them away. Write your answer down on your whiteboards. So we're doing 12 and 12 add 6.
Done the answer.
12 and 12 is 24. Can I write that down?
Once you've done it, hold up your whiteboard, Jamie. Good ball. Well done, lovely stuff. Katka, can't see it because you're showing it to the wall. Still showing it to the wall. Look at your whiteboard. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. 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 Good stuff. Nice, yeah. 12 add 12, add 6 is 30. So, I would also say that 2 whole tickets add a half ticket equals exactly the same. And what I've also done is because in year 4 we're not just normal mathematicians, we're also efficient mathematicians. So this time I've done a couple of things. Is that what you did, Matthew?
I did 2 times 12 is 24, then add 6 and then go 4 and 4.
Good.
Yeah, so I just do 20.
I had to work it out before I wrote it down.
So yeah, what we can do is this. Kaski, you're making a lot of noise and distracting others. Thank you. What we can do is this. 2 times 12 equals 24. And then 24 add 6 equals 30. Okay? We're going to have a go at another one. You saw what I did last time. This time it's a little bit harder because this time I want to know how many children visited the farm. How many children visited the farm? So it's going to be a lot harder, this one. So what did we say a whole ticket equals?
12.
I'm not doing dot. I've done the answer.
What have I got to add again?
12.
12. 12.
I've already done the answer.
6.
So I've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I know the
5 lots of 12, and then add 6 to work out my answer. Have a go, Evan. Okay. So yeah, most people have got the same answer here. So yeah, 12 and 12 and 12 and 12 and 12 and 6.
66.
Okay. One way you can do this, you only added 4 lots of 12. You need to add one more. Okay. Oh, I jumped off. I didn't want to. One other way we could do this, and I did this one with Freya, and this is one thing that you should all try to get into the habit of, is use your multiplications
Yeah,
to help
that's what I did. I just did 5 times 12 is 60 and then just did 60.
That's it. Because we're not, as I said just a moment ago, we're not just any normal mathematicians, we're efficient mathematicians. Okay? So, for this one, we do 5 times 12. What was 5 times 12, Casca? Was 60. And then when I add on my 6, I get what? 66. We've been practicing our 12 times tables in school, so you should know them by now. Good. Wonderful. Okay? So use your multiplication to help you. That's the reason why we learn it, because it's there to help. Alright? Now, I've got an independent practice question for you to do. And I do have a challenge. Yeah, we're going to do this one on our books. So for the children at home, you can pause the video and then come back afterwards and find out those answers. So, how many cars use the car park on Wednesday? Robin?
On Wednesday, 20 cars.
Yeah, 2 whole circles, so 20. How many cars use the car park on Monday? Sorry, I am struggling because people are shouting out still. Sorry, I'll do that one again. How many cars visited the car park on Monday? 50. Yes. How many cars use the car park on Tuesday and Wednesday? So what have I got to do for this one? Mavli?
35 and 20,
Yeah.
which equals 50 cars.
Equals 55. You're right, yeah. And then how many cars use the car park? How many cars use the car park for the whole week? Freya?
145.
145. Do we agree?
Yeah.
As a class, yes? Yeah. We add all of those together, we get 145.
It took a very long time.
Yeah, it's not an easy question because you've got to do 50 and 35 and 20 and 25 and 50.
What
So
I
it's
did
lots
is
of-
I did 50 and 35, then I got the answer, which was 85, then 85 and 20, and it was 105 and so on.
Yeah, Mr. James would do some 50. So what I do, Mr. James would do, I'd go 50, add 35, I know is 85. And then if I add 15, I know I've got 100. Add 20 is 120. Add 25, 145. Now, well again, a bit of murmuring. Now this one was a lot harder, and I will explain what you needed to do. Okay? And explain what you needed to do. What did we do earlier? Here. What did I do first before I started answering any questions? What did I need to do first? What did I do here?
You worked them out.
I worked them out, didn't I, Jacob? And that's what you needed to do on this last one as well. So what you needed to do first of all was you should have been working out how much a half was, how much a quarter was, and how much a 3/4 was. You needed to do that before you answered the question.
That's what I did.
So if a whole circle is 100, how much is half of 100? Casca?
50.
50. Well, we know that a quarter is a half of a half. So what's half of 50? What's half of 50?
I know.
Leo?
25?
25. Well, if I know that half is 50, I know that a quarter is 25, well, I just need to add those together and I've got 3/4. So what's 50 add 25? Lily? 75. Well, now I've done that, I should be able to make this a lot easier for myself when working out those answers. How much money did they make from adult hot meals on Saturday? Well, which one's my Saturday table? Which one's my Sunday table? Casca.
The Saturday table is on the left and the Sunday table is on the right.
Yeah, it says at the top, doesn't it? So let's have a look. Saturday, hot meals. Well, I've got 2 whole circles, so that's how much? 200. And I've got a half circle, so that's 250. So I know it's 250. And what sign do I need to put? Pounds, because we're working with money. 250 pounds. Cool. Okay. B. How much money did they make in total from the child cold meals? This one's harder because it's not just looking at one. I'm going to have to add 2 together. I'm going to have to add the child cold meals from Saturday and the child cold meals from Sunday. So how many's on Saturday? 300. Child cold meals on Sunday?
Is 225.
Okay. Well, if I did 300 add 225, what would be my answer? 525. Daisy, what else do I need? 525 pounds. How much money did they make from adult meals on Sunday? Now this one isn't specific, so what have I got to add together for this one?
All of the adult meals.
Not all of the adult meals, because I wouldn't add them from Saturday. Which day am I being specific for? Sunday, so I've got to add these 2. What's the top number, please? 200 and... 225 again.
Good.
And this one would be...
150. Okay, so 375.
Good boy, Jacob. 375. Good maths. Pounds as well, yeah? And then the bottom one, the challenge. How much money did they make on Saturday, Sunday, and in total? It's quite a lot. If you've got, you're going to add all of those together, going to have some really good adding skills. Casca?
Is it 1,875?
For which one?
The challenge. How much money did they make on Saturday?
So there's 3 questions there, Casca. It's 3 questions. How much money did they make on Saturday? So you've got to add all of those together. How much money did you make on Sunday? Got to add all those together. And then how much money did they make in total as well?
I thought Saturday and Sunday part meant add both of them together.
No,
and
that's
the
what the...
total was to remind.
No. Did you work that out, or did you only do the total?
No, I didn't do it. I did only the total.
Okay, what did you make the total out to be?
1,875.
How much was on Saturday? Yeah, we do Saturday.
550, 700, Yeah, I agree.
Yay!
1,875.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yay!
That's for the total. Saturday and Sunday still needs to be worked out. I haven't got that one out of my head. I know that's 1,775. It's on Sunday. Haven't worked that out. Can I ask you, please, to stop there, close your books? Thank you ever so much. Well done.